According to insurance experts, the average driver will be in 4 crashes during their lifetime. In Oregon, there are about 140 crashes every day.
If you are involved in a crash, would you know what steps to take right after it happens? Tony has more in today's Behind the Wheel.
Of course, the first step after a car crash is to absolutely make sure everyone involved is okay. If that's the case and the only damage is to your car, then here's what comes next.
The first thing I always recommend is make sure that you are in a safe place to discuss the accident with the other person.
Moving to the side of the road or a parking lot will get you out of the flow of traffic. The next step is to stay calm and take a deep breath.
When you get out of that car, your adrenaline's pumping. You may have never been in this situation before.
Adrenaline increases your body's energy supplies. Staying calm will help you channel that energy in the right direction.
The other person may get out of the car very agitated, very confrontational. The last thing you want to do is have a fight.
The main objective at this point is a quick, clean exchange of information.
The basics you want to have in your vehicle at the time of an accident is valid insurance, registration for your vehicle, and obviously your driver's license.
The Oregon Driver Manual says you must provide info on those documents to the other driver. Also,
always take pictures using your phone of the identification card, their driver's license, pictures of them if you can do it, and any damage to any vehicles.
That includes damage to their car that might have been there before your crash. Photos of the immediate surrounding area might also prove useful, like a street sign that might be obscured by a tree or a bush. And remember, you may think a crash is your fault, but there could be circumstances that contributed to the crash that you don't know about.
Never admit fault. It's always up to the insurance company to investigate an accident and determine who's liable for that accident.
And by the way, the only time you need to call police after a crash is if there are injuries, the cars can't be moved, or there is some sort of confrontation. I'm Tony Martinez, Fox 12 Oregon. Whenever I hear Neil say that never admit fault, I cringe.
That's how I felt.
Because it feels like the right thing to do.
Yes.
But his point is that you're going to be negotiating this for weeks or months.
Yep.
And it really is the insurance companies who will decide who's at fault. So it's just best to keep it clean, professional, and brief and to the point.
Just exchange the information.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting not to call the police. I think a lot of people think if there is damage of any kind, the police should be involved. So that's interesting to know. Just take the pictures, document it yourself, drive off. Do you need to call them at all?
Well, if there's injuries or you can't move the car, particularly in those two situations. Yeah. And a lot of this info, like on my insurance card, all that info was right there on the back. What to do here, boom, boom, boom. So check that card if all else fails.
Important to take a deep breath too, right?
Yes.
Just take a deep breath before you move forward and then make everything happen.
And thanks for doing the TV version so I didn't have to read the back of my card. Yeah.
Perfect.
Always easier
Here to save you trouble, Andy.
Yeah.